live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, so what we got next?
Did your boy get?
Yeah.
Did your boy get
Giannis.
anointed? The Greek freak.
Giannis. Was he anointed too quickly?
Huh.
We couldn't even who's really right this one because both of us was looking at each other like he sure was.
I've said this from the beginning. Like even when you were talking about him some weeks ago, I was like, no, I don't think. I don't look. No.
Yeah,
in my Kevin Hart, no.
He wasn't ready.
No, he wasn't ready. He was not. No.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So the issue is that sometimes we can be prisoners of the moment. And I think this entire season, we were prisoners of the moment. What was able to happen is that he was so dominant this season that the flaws in his game didn't really get exposed until this series with the Raptors. And they got exposed because this was a great coaching job by Nick Nurse and his assistants. Because after being down 2-0, you decide to put Kawhi on Giannis and force him to shoot threes or shoot mid-range jumpers. And he proved that he can do neither. Not only did he prove that he could do neither, he also proved that he can't pass out of a double team. He doesn't know where to go with the shot. And what it only served to prove to us was that he just kind of bowled his way to the basket all season. And that's all you saw him do, coming through, dunking, and, people only playing him with one defender.
Right. Just his length.
Yeah.
Sheer length. Like
7 foot tall.
Yeah. Just his sheer length was an advantage that he had against most people he played. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't see him do nothing if it wasn't right under the basket.
Right.
So, I don't know. I have just felt like it was too soon. I mean, he's had consistently good years, but there are only a few of them.
Yeah, he's been in the league what? 4 years, right?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
And
like what?
He's kind of like Kawhi in the sense of like he wasn't like highly touted coming out. His first season he might have played in like 6 games. And so it was one of those things where he worked his way up. He gained 40 pounds of muscle. Like he was this wiry 7-foot kid when he first came in the league.
Yes, Lord, he was.
But this series really showed us that he's not as skilled as someone we would say was the best player in the world. Because that's the title that he was given all throughout the season.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's eclipsed KD and LeBron. We have the new hotness. And it's like...
People jump on the bandwagon.
Yes, and it's one of those things where it's like we feel the need to rush to the new hotness to say that we discovered it first, like we got this hot take off.
No.
And the reality is, Giannis doesn't have a post game.
Yeah.
He needs to go holler at Hakeem the Dream. He can't shoot.
Okay.
His 3-pointers have increased over the years. But he can't make a mid-range jumper to save his life. He needs to do that.
Sounds like he needs to go have like a long summer with Dirk.
That's the person that he probably needs to work with.
Dirk, because that they would be similar.
Yeah.
Because Dirk, being 7 feet, you know what I mean. But his game was so complete from inside out.
Yeah.
It really, and as clumsy as he looked,
right,
he still was able to do it. He was able to do it. And so I feel like that's somebody he needs to. He can still. I think he can still work with Hakeem. But I feel like he needs a Dirk type because of the range of the game.
Definitely.
And in this day and age, you gotta be that type of player.
Right.
Like
he's gonna have to face up, but I think that he also like playing with his back to the basket is the only way for him to be a transcendent player.
Correct.
You know, and another thing that got exposed is like his footwork isn't the best, and that is where you started to see him turning the ball over, trying to pass out of the double team. You know, and I feel like learning how to move in the post is something that will be very beneficial to him.
Yeah.
Because there was a few times I'm like looking at the game and I'm like, okay, double team, get this to the open man, and somebody smacked the ball out of his hand, somebody tipped the ball in the air, and it's like, why don't you know where to go with the ball? Because all season you've been allowed to just run through the lane and do whatever you want to do. So yeah.
You might have answered your own question about the Hawks just then. Why they got rid of Coach? Maybe he didn't develop players.
True.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he couldn't develop players.
Yeah.
Like they needed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got some, like a Paul Millsap, Jeff. Those guys, they were just naturally already. You know what I mean? But when you had to develop, like we had this conversation about Dennis Schroeder, he didn't get developed until he left the Hawks.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you don't develop players to their full potential.
True.
So yeah, I mean the kid has all the ceiling.
Yeah.
Literally. Just first of all, this is what I always have a problem with the premature accolades. And then when you do that, they tend to not want to work.
Right. Yeah.
To continue to get better. Well, you already telling me I'm the best. What do I have to go do something for?
I'm at the summit. You know
Why do I need to? What am I going to do to get better than this? You're already telling me I'm the best.
Yeah.
So that is detrimental. So hopefully he wasn't listening to that.
Yeah.
And then he will go to try to get better. And then he will find, even if you just wait on this, KD hurt. But I'm just saying, you need to find a 7-footer with some skills.
So let me tell you what annoys me about him.
Who?
Giannis.
What?
Okay, so he declined to work out last summer because, you know, LeBron and KD work out together a lot in the summertime. He declined to work out with KD and LeBron in the summer because...
What in the world?
He's a competitor.
And so you don't want to be friends. You think you don't want to be friends with...
You don't want to be friends with nobody because he's a competitor. Right.
You sound crazy. I'm sorry.
Now, my thing is, that's fine. But you better find somebody to work out with. Because if you're going to play like that in the playoffs, then...
you see your deficiencies, I hope.
Right.
And you see, like, I guess... But that's kind of scary to me that you don't want... I mean, because... You don't need them to be your friend. I don't understand. And even if we're friends, when we hit the floor, it's respect. And just go do what you got to do. Like, what are you talking about?
I've played against my friends. Like, me and one of my friends, you know, I went to Jamaica a couple of weeks ago. One of my good friends, Bear, got married. Shout out to Bear and Allie. They just got married a week and a half ago.
Congratulations.
And one of the things that he and I talked about was when we were in high school, we wanted to link up and play for the same team. But we were from the same neighborhood. We went to rival high schools, and we ended up playing against each other. When we played against each other, I was trying to tear his head off. He was trying to tear mine off.
And then
at the end of the game, it was all love.
That's it. I mean, you got to... It's what you do. It's what you do. Again... You gotta have a mindset. This is what I do. Is not who I am. Like, what in the world? So, are you not? Because potentially some of your teammates could end up being on other teams. Right. So, are you just antisocial all around?
Yeah.
Like, do you not talk to anybody?
Right.
How does this work? Like, what sense does that make? You don't want to be friends with nobody because you going, huh?
Yeah.
That's Giannis, sweetheart. If you're listening, Giannis. It's not logical, Pooh.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense. You can't live your life like this. It's going to always be somebody that you, first of all, you should want to be around the best.
Exactly.
Because if you can't, what is the saying? If you're the smartest person in your circle, you need to change your circle. So I need you not to, but that's, we can get into that. I ain't going there. We can get into that because that's about some confidence. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. Giannis, it was definitely premature.
Get your life together.
Yeah, baby.
Put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.